Assalamualaikum and very good day. I'm Nurhani Sinti Abdul Halim with the matrix number MPP201163. We're presenting to you about the case study Wrong Answer on New Yorker. So I come to my first slide, which is a summary of the case study. This case study entitled The Wrong Answer on New Yorker by Rachel Aviv, stated on 14 July 2014. The case study is about the issue of cheating by educators, which is what of this case study about, why this issue happens. This issue happens due or cause of a No Child Left Behind policy implemented by the education systems, where this case study is about. This case study happens on the Atlanta Public Schools APS, and the issue is using the example of Parks Middle Schools in Pittsburgh. When this case study happens, this issue of cheating by educators happened since 1999 under a leadership of Beverly Hall, which is Atlanta school superintendent at that time, who this case study is involved. These issues of cheating by educators starting from the level of teachers, which is, for example, Damani Levis, one of a teacher from a Parks Middle Schools, to the principal level, which is Christopher Waller, a principal of Parks Middle Schools, and to the school superintendent level, which is a Beverly Hills. How this issue can started? This issue started because the culture of fear, intimidations, and retaliations, and the data of the academic result had been used as a tools of embarrassments and punishments, especially for the schools that has a low grade levels. My second slide is about the key lesson learned that I got from the case study of wrong answer. So my first key lesson is quality is a continuous improvement. As we know, education is a lifelong journey process. It means as an educator, we should educate our students to become a person who always keep on learning. From that, they can continuous improvement, and that is their own final goal. The second key lesson is quality is building up, not burning up resources. As we see from the case study wrong answer, the education system in Atlanta already burned up their resources, which is a data academic in their schools, which is Atlanta Public Schools, APS, by implementing the No Child Left Behind policies. From these policies, it triggered the fear, the intimidations, and the retaliations, especially to the school management, to the educators, to ensure their students achieve the specific goals that put or that used by their education system in Atlanta. Indirectly, the result is turns or makes the educator become a cheater in order to make sure the student achieve a good grade. But quality is not about that. Quality is more. We are building up the educations, or we can say a good educations. So how to building up the good educations? Come back to the first key lessons. We need to know that quality is a continuous improvement. We cannot just go for 1 or 2 or 3 steps, but we need to go on and go on and go on. We cannot stop on 3 only, but it's a continuous progress. And the third key lesson is quality is a team orientation. When we say about team orientation, definitely it's make up from a one team, a group, and organizations. To build up a quality education, it makes a whole team. Like the case study wrong answer, from a teachers to a principal and even to the superintendent of a schools, all of them already blinded with a data satisfaction. From this case, we know that if one team already in a wrong way, definitely is already spoiling the quality of education itself. So from this point, we know that to make or to grow a quality education teams, we need a team that have a same orientations or a same goals, and definitely it must be a good way. Overall, what can I say? Quality is creating a learning organizations. Means all of us should learn. We learn to make or to become a better and better persons. Like I say, education is a lifelong journey process. It won't have a pit stop. And last but not least, I come to my third slide, which is if I was a teacher at Parks Middle Schools, what would I do? The first things, for me, cheating by educator is totally a wrong movement, which is if I was a teacher at Parks Middle Schools, I won't educate or I won't involve in any misconduct, ethical behavior. Because for me, education is building a real person. What is meant by a real person? A real person is not only succeed in academically, but in behaviorisms, in their attitude, in the manner. So to make these real persons, or we can say to educate our students to become a real persons, educators should become an exemplary and trustworthy persons that our student can make us as a role model. So, as a conclusions, if I was a teacher at Parks Middle Schools, I won't interfere in any unethical attitude. Because for me, education is building a real person. To make a real person, we need to become that real person at the first place. That's all from me. Thank you.